All right, guys, welcome back to Crunch Time, the show you get the best NBA DFS picks each and every day. Today, we have a 6-game slate here. Join us always with Chris. How are you doing today, Chris? I think we have you muted,
I'm having
Chris.
some issues here with my audio.
Oh,
Let me try to fix.
can you hear me now or no? Are you setting it up?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you now.
Okay. I think there's like a... Wait, say something?
Hi.
I think there's like a delay with your audio, video, but I think it's fine. Probably fine.
On the live stream?
No, on Discord.
Let me try to.
Try what? Oh. Yeah, lots of technical difficulties here the last day, yesterday as well. I think the show cut out early. Not sure why. Let's see. Let's try to set this up. Where's Chris? There he is. Hi?
Hi. I think it's good now, right?
Yeah, now it's good.
Cool.
Yeah. So, yeah, Chris, this is the show where you get the best NBA picks each and every day. You know that. 6-game slate here. Join with you. Audio issues today. How are you doing today, Chris?
I'm doing well. Yeah, we have the top shot thing in 28 minutes, so
Yeah.
we're all gonna have to get in there. Hopefully, get a pack. I think it's $300. It's the All-Star pack. So I'm excited for that actually.
You think you'll get it?
Yeah, I'll stay positive. I'll say I'll get it.
I don't think we'll get it. But, yeah, I mean, it'd be fun to open it on the show here. Get our Top Shot stimulus check. The ultimate stimulus check from Top Shot. That's the way to do it. NBA Top Shot packs. I think they're doing 40,000 of them or something, right?
Yeah, 36,000.
Yeah. Man, they make a lot of money. That's crazy. And then they also get like a percent of every sale too. I bet that's insane. It's like money printer. Kind of crazy that the NBA didn't have. Well, they get a cut of it too, right? NBA, I'm sure.
I have no idea. Probably.
They must get a cut. I mean, I think I saw NFL or I forget who, someone in our Discord sent like the tweet of the NFL league being like if any team is considering doing an NFT, you have like contact us first or something, or like get in contact with the league, something like that. So like they want their cut, I think. Not sure how like the copyrights, the content, who owns it, if they're allowed to do that, if the players are allowed to do their own top shots, their own NFTs, things like that. Kind of curious about that because it's kind of a new thing. Yeah.
Yeah, like a week ago. So, I mean, definitely.
What did you say? You cut out, I think.
I said they definitely are doing it. Gronk sold one for 500K last week.
LeBron?
Gronk.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of money. I'm pretty sure the league would probably want their cut of it. Any league would want that. But yeah, let's get into the slate here. Let's go over the success from yesterday. Let me load up the YouTube chat. What do we have today? We also have NCAA starting off today, March Madness, right?
Not really. It's just the play-in games and some other games. It starts tomorrow.
Gotcha. Okay. Are you doing the show with Hasty for the brackets, all that sort of stuff, overview?
Not sure. I wanted to do it last night. Would have been better timing because might be a little late now because like it starts tomorrow. But yeah, I think I asked him a little too late last night. He couldn't be loud. His wife was in bed. But yeah, we'll see. I don't know.
Gotcha. Okay, let's go through the success stuff here. So we have Aiden, every single sport, every single day, every single slate as well. So just every single everything for him. What do we have? We have NHL main slate, NHL single game, another single game, NBA single game, another NBA single game, NHL main slate here, NHL late night, NBA after hours, NBA showdown, just doing everything. Full-time DFS. So that's awesome. Love to see that. Then we got Weaver here. He's back. I think he got first here. Not sure how many ways he tied it. Chris, do you know what the prize pool is for that one?
Yeah, I think he shipped it.
Oh,
He got first $100.
nice. Congrats. He is back then. Love to see that. Um, yeah, I mean, that's good stuff. Good to see. Weaver's always experimenting, always stress testing, DFS crunch, always finding ways to slow it down, figuring out new bugs. But big shout out to him. Definitely helps us improve the tool. So great member there. What else we got? We got Brandon here. 1300, 1600, solid stuff there. NBA. I believe this is the main slate on DK. I got Deshaun in here, 650 to 2403. 16th place here in the fadeaway. 5th place, second. So that's pretty good stuff. When you're up there, I always say it, close to shipping it, close to getting first, anywhere up in the, top 100, top 200, probably, top 100 especially. So that's awesome to see. Got Alexei in here, one of our developers here at DFS Crunch. Plays DFS as well. What did he get here? He did 16th place here in NHL out of 1800, so that's awesome. 10 entry max. So that's $20 to 62, so that's awesome stuff there. Playing all the way out in Russia, so he has the time zones working against him. Late swaps probably impossible for him for any sport, but
Oh no, I think he moved here. I mean, you can't play there. You can't play FanDuel from Russia.
ooh, yeah,
So yeah, I think he moved here recently.
that's true. Good catch, Chris. Then we got DK here from
Yeah,
Nick. Huh?
Yeah, I was gonna say before he was playing on FanTeam before the Euro site. Speaking of that, I was trying to deposit there, but I mean they removed all their deposit options. You can only do like the sketchy stuff like Skrill, Pay Safe Card, all those sketchy things. So you can't deposit into the site, which is kind of sad.
I mean, those are the best ones. The ones you can get at like your local corner store. Get the preloaded cards with cash only. No, I mean they're sketchy. Like they're sketchy when you try to pay and then your bank declines it, and then you have to call your bank so they don't decline it. All their deposit methods are like that. So yeah. I mean, the EuroLeague over there on FanTeam, it's a little smaller, less contests, but you get more of a run, more practice there, just like in the NBA. Play in the G League if you want to develop a bit more. But yeah, we got Nick here, NHL stuff, lots of contests, as always, doing well, as always, again. CBB here, first place in the jab step, so that's a single entry tournament, I think. Another single entry tournament, so single game stuff here as well, I think. But overall, super solid, super sharp results over here. Love to see it. What do we have? Top shot in 20 minutes. Didn't miss that. Let's see what we got in the chat. We got Austin in here. Justin's not in here. I was wondering where he is. FC here says, best content on YouTube for NBA DFS. Thanks. Exclamation mark. I was kind of confused when I saw just the question mark. But yeah, appreciate that a lot. Got Carlo in here, aka Espo. Trigger in here says, Chrissair DFS bracket reveal.
Yeah, I wanted to build one out with Hasty, but I mean, hopefully we can do it.
Yeah. Espo says, Nick's the only one making money.
Yeah, well, I don't know about that. I've made a ton of money over the past month or so. So that's definitely not true. But I mean, Nick plays all the sports. He crushes a ton. So I love to see that.
Yeah, I mean, I do well in the EuroLeague. I just don't post it. I don't know why. But I've been doing really well there. NBA especially. NHL did really well yesterday. I think I did. What was it like? I think it was like 800 euros won from 200 euro entry fee. So it wasn't too bad in NHL. So definitely a lot of guys making money here. I should probably post some of the EuroLeague stuff. I don't know. What do you think, Chris?
I don't know. It might be hard to read. I mean, people can't even play there, which is kind of sad.
Yeah, that's kind of why I don't post it, because I don't think you can actually play if you're like American on that site. If you're Canadian, you can play there. Obviously, if you're European, you can play there. I think Asian countries you can play there, but America, no. So I think they're doing America sometime later, but not yet. T-Bay saying, "Whoa, is that Sabonis?"
The boner. I love Thomas. Always gives me a compliment at the start of the show. Sometimes I get Luca, sometimes I get Sabonis. Today, too lazy to do the hair gel. Have a haircut later, hopefully. Yeah, so I didn't want to put anything in there. So yeah, I mean, shout out to Thomas.
What does that mean?
That's fun.
Hopefully have a haircut later. Like, what does that mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, if I go.
Okay, so you have it. Just if you go, it's not like the guy's gonna cancel. The guy might not show up. It's in your hands.
Oh no, I don't have an appointment, but I just have to go if I want it.
Got it. Yeah. What else we got? We got Mike in here. What's up, Mike? EuroLeague, $signs. Yeah, I mean it's good stuff. Fully Driven says I should start posting my winnings. It will help. Yeah, I mean, I could post them sometimes, the EuroLeague stuff. It's kind of nasty, some of the screenshots. I share them with Chris. But I think I want to come back, play back in America, make an appearance again on DraftKings, do some tournaments there, maybe some FanDuel tournaments as well. Yeah, I think I'll do that. So I'm not sure when. I think I need to withdraw my winnings from the EuroLeague site, but I think the withdrawal process is kind of a pain, so I've kind of been delaying that, but I should do that and then deposit back on FanDuel and DraftKings. Nick says, yeah, go ahead, Chris.
I don't know if you should. It's definitely much harder, the competition on FanDuel DraftKings. I mean, if it's working for you, I see no reason why you should switch.
Oh my god. Loud outside. I mean, I think I'm good enough to play in America. Are you saying I'm just a EuroLeague player?
No, but I'm just saying that the competition on FanDuel and DraftKings is much harder. So I'm just saying, if you have something that's working, there's no reason to change it.
Well, wasn't doing too bad on FanDuel and DraftKings either. It's working for me there. I shipped it earlier. I started the season opener. It was all downhill from there. Not really, but after that, I didn't really play much on there. Kind of went to the Euro site, but I think I can play back there. I was doing well before, especially college basketball, NBA. I don't know. I miss it. I like the contests there as well. They're fun. But yeah, so Nick says he's excited for the CVB action. Are the DFS contests getting bigger over on FanDuel, DraftKings for college basketball, Chris?
I have no idea. I haven't looked. We can look when we do the lineup review from yesterday. We can open up the contest, see.
What else do we have? Trigger says the return of Goo Tip. Yeah, I mean, it's got to happen. Chris over here is like, he's like saying, no, don't do it. Doesn't want me to play in America. Did I disconnect? Can you guys still hear me? Is it just Chris or is this me? Is this a me issue or a Chris issue? Let's see. I think you disconnected, Chris.
What happened? I disconnected or you disconnected?
I don't know. I asked if I disconnected, but you kind of froze up, so I'm not sure. I'm guessing it's you because I don't know. Everything's online for me.
If the stream froze, then it was you. If only I froze, then it was me. So let's see what the people say. But yeah, I was saying that. I mean, I've seen your screenshots on Fan Team. If I was doing that, yeah, there's no way I would switch. I mean, competition is so much harder here. Like, you're gonna get head-to-heads against people who are much sharper if you're trying to spend a lot of money. So yeah, that's why I said.
Wow. I feel like I am the competition for a lot of the guys on the American sites, but maybe not. I'm like Mike James playing in Europe, kicking everyone's ass there, but not so much in the NBA. Yeah. Trigger says, "Wow, Gary's stealing a McDonald's hotspot."
Wait, so was it the stream or was it me? We gotta.
Oh, it says frozen. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
Yeah, so it was probably you then, because if it was me, it would just be my camera, right?
Not sure. I don't know. We can check the VOD later, but it's Fully Driven said, we just gotta let it go, Chris. Move on. So yeah, we have the top shot here in 15, so we'll do that. But I think we can get started here. It's a small slate, only 6 games here to go through. Do you want to go through some contests, actually? Yes, you do. Let me open those up. One link, second link. Okay, guys, let's do our homework. Take out your notebooks, get your pens ready. Going over DraftKings first, so open up your DK section. But yeah, Chris, what do you see here?
Yeah, so this was my lineup. Didn't do too well on either site. DraftKings, I think I won like 75% of my entries back. FanDuel, I won like 35%, maybe 40%. So it wasn't great. But yeah, this contest I actually did end up cashing. So the lineup here was Harden, Beal, Nance, Bielitsa, Holmes, Porter, Tice, Sato. So had 5 people here over 60%. They were kind of the guys that didn't matter too much. So yeah, they did decently. Like, can't complain. Harden, he was the mega chalk, easy play, went for 83. So that was a pretty obvious play. But then my three other guys that were kind of the difference makers in the middle there, Beal, Nance, and Bielitsa. Beal did fine. Like, he didn't do great, didn't do too bad. Could have lived with it if some of our other value guys did better. But I was expecting more for sure out of Bradley Beal yesterday. Only 42 when they scored 119 points. So for 9.3K, it wasn't the worst, but I mean, it wasn't great either. Nance here, he was the guy that kind of kept me afloat. Was the main reason that I was able to recoup some of my entry fees. He was like 30% here, around 20% in some of my other contests. Got 44, almost 10x there. So that was the big guy that kind of kept me afloat, like I said. And then Bielitsa, he's the one that kind of sunk me. 3.7K here, 19%. He was like 10% in some of my other contests. Yeah, he shot 0 for 5 here, 15 minutes. Didn't get his normal rotation at all. Like, he was benched pretty early. Thought he would get more minutes than usual because Bagley was out. Wasn't the case. So he didn't make a shot, which is pretty surprising. So only 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 10 points. So it wasn't great there. And then, yeah, that was the main reason I ended up losing. I think, in my opinion, him and Beal. Tice, he also got a snowflake there, but I don't think it mattered too much. 60%, like, could have lived with that score there. But yeah, as we can see, a lot of other sharp people on this lineup. Yeah, so Hoop down here, Beat Kreider, same lineup, 289.75. We got Jville in there. He's part of the Crunch squad as well. So yeah, that's good to see. We could scroll up, see if we can find anyone else up top, and then scroll down, see if we can find anyone else below. Yeah, so we got Mangone here. Let's see what he did. Yeah, so he had Nance as well. So I think he had a 4v4. He had Shamit, Westbrook, Green, Jackson. So I mean, I didn't love those guys for value. Green was a good play. Westbrook, I mean, obviously he was a good play here against Sacramento. You got him very low owned, went for 62, so that was the big difference for him there. So I mean, he got there. Let's see someone else.
Chipotle.
Not really a cash game player. Like, yeah, I don't know about
Propagates.
that. No, let's scroll down, see if there's anyone below us.
Chris, even doing his homework, even when he gets like a C plus, I mean, that's when you should be doing your homework when you lose. Not as fun to do it though as when you get like an A plus, an A. But yeah,
I mean, for me, it's more fun. But yeah, let's keep scrolling down. So keep going. See if we can see anyone else here that I do like to look at. Hopefully there is someone else. So we can look at McLovin here at 109th place. So he had Halliburton. Halliburton was 42% owned here. He was a good play. We were talking him up. 5.5K, got the start. Only got 26.5 fantasy points, so I think that was around 5x, slightly less. So I mean, I ended up working out. Josh Jackson here was the big difference in this lineup. But I mean, this lineup did worse than ours. Didn't have Nance, so that was the key there for us. But Josh Jackson here did well. And then Sterling Brown was the other difference. So I think there was a 3v3 here. I kind of liked our construction more. I thought Halliburton was a really good play, but didn't love Josh Jackson. Didn't even consider him really. And then Sterling Brown, decent play, but didn't love that play.
Yeah, Josh Jackson, that's your boy, Chris. He's the one that you said you liked, right? You said
Yeah, I
you
like him
like
a
the way
lot.
he plays, super smooth.
Yeah, I like him a lot.
Yeah, that's the one. I don't remember who I said it was the other day. I'm not sure, but is your Top Shot page working, Chris? Mine kind of went down.
I'm signed out, I think. What about you?
I'm signed in. Let's see. I'm in here, but I'm afraid to reload it. Let's see
Oh,
what.
you could join the drop already?
No,
Oh, then you could. I mean, I
just
think you can reload
refreshing.
it.
But I think we're down. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, signed out. But yeah, let's do some FanDuel homework, guys. So open up your FanDuel section here. Open up your cash game section as well, subsection. Let's see what we got here. So just go over you first, Chris. 69th place here. $0 won, so obviously didn't go your way. Pretty high score here. Let's just open up maybe last winning position, see what happened, what the score was at least. So here it is. Yeah, go ahead, Chris.
Yeah, so the big thing here was Steph Curry got hurt, didn't get his fourth quarter run. That game blew out, so I mean, it would have been questionable if he would have come back if it was like a 15-point game in the fourth quarter. But if he did come back, I definitely think we would have ended up cashing. So that injury really, really hurt us. But yeah, I mean, it was pretty unfortunate. Like he took a shot, was falling backwards, kept falling backwards, landed on his tailbone on the metal stair.
Yep,
So I mean,
pure
just a
metal.
freak injury there. So kind of unlucky, but yeah, the rest of this lineup, like I liked Holiday a lot. We got the trade that happened like 5 minutes after that game started with DJ Augustine, so that helped Holiday out. Got him low owned here. But that game went into OT, which kind of hurt me. I think Ben Simmons had like 20 fantasy points in the OT. He was like 40% owned in
Yeah.
most cash game contests. So that was pretty surprising that he did so well in OT. He even shot a three. It looked really good actually. So he should definitely shoot more. I like his shot more
Oh,
than Giannis.
no, you know when he shot it though? He shot it when it didn't matter at all. He shot it like when the clock was down, they were already down. Like there's no time to win. Like it was just like a shot he put up, but it wasn't like a half court heave or anything. It was up the line, but it was like
Yeah,
a low, no expectations, low pressure shot, kind of like his warm up shots. So we all know he can shoot there. It's just when the spotlight's on him, when it counts, that's when he kind of chokes, freezes up a bit. So some people just get
yeah,
nervous,
yeah. I just meant his mechanics looked really good.
and yeah,
He
they
had
always do.
really really good arc on it as well. So he should definitely shoot more of those. But yeah, the rest of this lineup: Harden, Levert, chalk pairing there. Small forward had Jalen Brown. Some other people went with Joe Harris there. So I had Jalen Brown here, and then power forward Harris and Bradley. Bradley was kind of the last piece guy. He got there in terms of value, but rest of the lineup didn't really get there. So I mean, it happens. Like DeAndre Jordan here as well, 13. That kind of hurt. So yeah, it happens. I think we could have maybe won some more money back if Steph Curry ended up playing a little more, but I mean, it happens.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's how it goes. So we can take a look at some other people here, see
yeah.
how
I
they
feel
did.
like
See what they did.
34%. If he played a bit more, I feel like that could have been the difference maker. He was a little nonchalant there, a little casual in the flow there with the way he was kind of. I don't know what he was doing. He definitely did not need to go that far back into the bench, into the rafters. Um, yeah, that was kind of unfortunate, but I mean that looked kind of painful. It's like pure metal there, no padding at all. But at the same time, there's also no reason for him to really like fall that far. Like I don't know.
I think he lost his balance, so he was just falling. Um,
Yeah,
yeah, he's doubtful for tomorrow's game. Or what day is it today? Yeah,
Friday.
tomorrow's game. Yeah, tomorrow's Friday. Today's Thursday, so he's doubtful for tomorrow. But yeah, is your top shot loading? I think this is probably going to be delayed. Um, drop is delayed. More comms to come. Apologies all. Please use the vent channel if you need to express frustrations. That's what they say in the Discord.
Yeah, I mean they're kind of. It is what it is, but they're kind of top shot full of themselves. Like the other day, they're like, "Oh, like we're not doing it tonight. Get some sleep." It's like people just like do this full time, spend all their day waiting for it.
Well, they do.
Huh?
They do.
I mean, I don't see the point though. You log in, you click a button, that's it. Like you don't need to be there all day.
Oh, I mean, they're people browse the marketplace all day, stuff like that. Um, but yeah, I think it's funny how they in the Discord they say you could go to the vent channel if you need to express your frustration. So I went to the vent channel and the bot in there is just going crazy, warning everyone for bad word usage. So it's pretty funny here.
Yeah, I could open it up. Let's see. Should I? I can't actually have the sidebar hidden here. But yeah, who do you want to go over here, Chris? We got Blender. Um, Start with Blender. Just the RG
Oh,
one.
let's start at first place. See what's different. I mean, see what other people have. Yeah. So yes, this second place team, I saw some people on it. This was the Luca team. So there was like a 3v3 Luca, White, and Marcus Morris instead of Steph Curry, Drew Holiday, and Tony Bradley. So I mean, in hindsight, I kind of like this Luca team more. Kind of wish I landed on that instead, but I mean, it is what it is. Derek White was a little bit risky in my opinion, but so was Tony Bradley. So I think I kind of like this Luca team more in hindsight.
Yeah. You want to keep going? Do more homework?
Yeah, I mean, we've only looked at one. Yeah, so we can look at this RG train here, 307.6. Yeah,
370.
so sorry, 370.6. So they had a 2v2. It was DeLon Wright and Patrick Williams over Drew Holiday and Tony Bradley. Could you just scroll down a little? Yeah, so DeLon Wright, I mean, I was fine with him. Definitely wasn't expecting him to go for nearly a triple double here. 43, that kind of really hurt me. I mean, usually if you beat the RG train, you end up winning because it's so big. So I mean, I really liked the side I was on more than the side they were on. Um, but yeah, they ended up winning here with DeLon Wright going for 43, Patrick Williams 26, also a good game there. I just got value for Tony Bradley 5x, which I can't complain with, and then Drew Holiday obviously overperformed as well. Just their 2v2 overperformed more than mine, so that happens. But I think for the most part, like construction was very similar, just a 2v2 in the places where I thought were kind of not obvious. So I like their construction here as well.
Yeah, there's probably enough room for both trains to win. I don't know if we call the DFS crunch train a train, but
Oh no, this team wasn't a train at all because we had Tony Bradley. He was like the last piece, just because we wanted to jam in Drew Holiday. But yeah, there's yeah, their train isn't that big, but um,
I was just
still.
saying if Curry stayed in the game, I feel like there'd be enough room for both our
Yeah.
lineup and the RG train. But yeah, I think that's enough homework here. Your boy Brandon
Oh,
says,
we gotta keep looking. We've only looked at two people here.
"Oh, you want to keep going through the whole contest? Okay." Um, yeah, Chris loves doing his homework. You can tell I've always skipped doing my homework.
Yeah, so
uh,
beat Rider here, same team. Next, let's see what else is there. Next, so there's McLovin for 342. I think he had a 3v3 as well. Let's see here. Yeah, so Ben Simmons, Joe Harris, and Jay Sean Tate versus Drew Holiday, Jalen Brown, and Tony Bradley. So 3v3 here as well. Ended up winning it, but obviously didn't matter because we were both out of the cash line. But yeah, didn't love Jay Sean Tate with Christian Wood coming back, with Danwell House coming back. Thought it kind of mucked it up too much for someone like Jay Sean Tate. So didn't love that play. But I guess he wanted to spend up for Ben Simmons at point guard too. So he had to go cheap with Joe Harris and then spend up a little bit for Jay Sean Tate.
yeah. I mean, there's only two more pages. I'll just scroll through them just to be safe. Uh, Nothing.
Yeah, nothing. So I mean, I just saw some other people land on that 342 team as well. Some other people I like. So definitely that was a good construction as well. If people wanted to get up to Ben Simmons.
Let's just do one more thing here. Let's look at the last place one, Chris. Maybe we can do that every day. See what happened here. What is this build here?
I don't know. There's no point of going over it. It's just random guys that weren't really in play.
Yeah. One sec. Let me mute my Slack notifications. Okay. Okay. There we go. So yeah, is the Top Shot delayed, Chris? Do we have a time for when it's happening?
Oh no, we don't have a time, but it's definitely delayed. Yeah.
Wow. I even had it ready here. I guess next time. I guess I'll close that up. Let's see what we have in the chat before we get into the slate. Got some love here for the Frozen theme song, Chris. I've
Did you
never
play
seen
the
that
Frozen
before.
theme song?
Huh?
Did you play it today?
Did I? No, I didn't play it. Just the Let It Go part about your stream freezing. DC in here, David Korea, 42 people in here, apparently, so that's good. What's up, David? Trigger loves that song. Rondo's in here, says Top Shot site is down. Mike's asking when are the cores out for NBA, Chris?
I'll put them up in the next 10 minutes.
Yeah. What else we got? Yeah, so I missed this one. Your boy Brandon, Chris, he says DeLon always, Chris. We did have some talk about him. I think I mentioned him I think I said that was one of my favorite narratives yesterday, the Toronto revenge narrative for DeLon Wright. I think, not sure, but we definitely touched on that one. You said, I think you said you weren't going out of your way to play that one, right? That narrative.
Yeah, I mean, I was fine with it. It is what it is. Like he's always been a solid guy. I really liked playing him when he was on Memphis. I think at the end of the season he was averaging like 45, 50 fantasy points. So he's definitely a good play when he gets the minutes. He got the minutes yesterday, so yeah, no problems with that play.
Yeah. Yeah, so we have 6 games here, Chris. Kind of a decent sized slate, not too small. What's your favorite news here so far? Favorite players to target, games to target, favorite things going on in the slate right now?
Yeah, so we have the Knicks stuff with Quickly out, Rose out, Peyton out. So they're very thin at point guard. Bumps up guys like other ball handlers there, guys like Burks, Barrett, Randall. Like them a lot. We have Zion against Portland again, so I like that matchup. We have Chris Paul here on FanDuel for 10 or 6.8K, 6.9K against Minnesota. I like that a lot. And then on DK, we have more of the Utah value with Mike Conley out. They're priced better over there. So Clarkson, Ingles, Mitchell, interest in all of those guys, and then Knicks guys as well on DraftKings popping a lot. So yeah, some good spots here, some consolidated ownership I'm expecting in these spots. But yeah, I'm excited to go through it.
Yeah, me too. What else do we have? David Cruz says, hit that like button, guys. Cornelius Palmer says, top 2 plays on DK, Chris. Right off the bat, top 2 plays right now.
Top 2 plays right now. So I'll say Randall, Barrett, and Burks. I'll give you 3 of them.
Are these the highest value plays? Randall and Burks and... Well, Barrett's not even here, is he? Oh, no, he is. Yeah. So these are...
RJ Barrett.
Yeah, these are our top 4, 3 of the top 4 value plays. So that's nice, easy stuff. But yeah, first game up, we have Utah Jazz, Washington Wizards. So Utah side, we have Mike Conley out, as you already mentioned, so we have some interest there. Projected starters, we have Donovan Mitchell, Joe Ingles, Bogdanovich, Royce O'Neal, and Rudy Gobert. With Conley out here, again, he was out for a while before. Who does that bump up here? Who do you like here? Yeah, how much interest does that increase in Utah?
Yeah, so it increases a lot. It's huge news. It makes us more interested in these guards. Specifically, guys like Clarkson, Joe Ingles, and Donovan Mitchell. I think those 3 get the biggest bump. Like I was saying earlier, they're better plays on DraftKings, in my opinion. I just think that I mean, other than Jordan Clarkson, I think these guys are better plays on DraftKings. Just the way that positions kind of work, the way pricing is. So I mean, I'll start with Clarkson just because I have him on both sites. So he's 6.1 on DraftKings, 5.2 on FanDuel. Um, so it's a decent matchup here for the Jazz. I mean, actually not decent. It's one of the best matchups going up against the Wizards. Implied to score 125 points. I'm not sure why I said decent. Wasn't thinking when I said that, but yeah, it's one of my favorite matchups here. 11-point spread is the only concern, but I mean, I do think that if this game blows out, it's going to have a lot to do with some of these main ball handlers. So love Clarkson both sites. Next up, talk about Joe Ingles here. He's 5.2, sorry, on DraftKings, 4.4 on FanDuel. So the price is better on FanDuel, obviously, but the thing is, we have Alec Burks there in a similar price range, 4.5K. We'll talk about him later, but I like him more than Ingles tonight, so that's why I'm not really landing on Ingles in FanDuel. But yeah, DK 5.2, really like that price tag. Not a lock or anything like that, but I do think he's a solid last piece there. We've seen him become the main ball handler whenever Conley doesn't play, so that's good. Next up, let's talk about Donovan Mitchell real quick. 8.3 on FanDuel, 8.7 on DK. He's obviously the main guy here for the Utah Jazz, so we expect a lot from him in this matchup against the Wizards. Had 2 down games in a row in his last 2, but I mean, I still want to buy in on him. I think the price tag is fine. Really like him in tournaments. I think he can go for 55 to 60 fantasy points in this spot against the Wizards. So I really like his ceiling. The other guys are more like guys like Ingles and Clarkson are more floor plays for me. Obviously, Clarkson can score the ball very well, but most of his points come from scoring. So I don't know how high his ceiling is unless he scores 40 real life points. But Donovan Mitchell, he does a little bit of everything, so I think he has a really high ceiling. So he's going to be my favorite tournament play from this team. And then last guy I'll talk about is going to be Rudy Gobert, 8.2 on DK, 8.7 on FanDuel. He's been playing really well recently. He had that 80-point fantasy game against the Warriors, I think a couple days ago, maybe 4 days ago. Obviously not expecting that, but I do think he's in a good spot here. Currently landing on him on DraftKings, not on FanDuel, just because the price tag is a little better on DK. But I don't think he's a great play that we have to lock in. He's more of a last piece in that 8K range that I'm landing on.
Okay. You said Donovan Mitchell buy high, buy low, no? Price tag down, buy low.
Yeah, I don't know what I meant by that. That's why I changed it to buy in, because I mean it's a fair price tag. It's kind of where it has been all season. That's why I said I want to buy in on him in tournaments.
Yeah, makes more sense. Washington side, what do we have? We have Rui Hachimura in, Mo Wagner in, Russell Westbrook in, and Raul Neto questionable tag. Projected starters, Westbrook, Brad Beal, Garrison Matthews, Rui Hachimura, and Alex Len. Any interest in the Wizards here, Chris, against the Jazz?
Not really. Definitely not in cash games. I think in tournaments, I do like Bradley Beal here a little bit, especially if you're going to be playing some of the Jazz guys. You can use Bradley Beal as a run back here. We know the ceiling he could have on any given night. He's 9.1K on DraftKings, so I really like that price tag in tournaments. 9.5 on FanDuel, which I don't love. Shooting guard is loaded in terms of the low-priced guys, so don't want to pay 9.5 for Brad Beal on FanDuel, but I think on DK in tournaments, it's definitely viable. And then Russell Westbrook, always in play, just not landing on him today. 11-point spread back-to-back, so don't love the situation here for him. So yeah, that pretty much does it. Like maybe Rui Hachimura, if you want to play him in tournaments, 5K on FanDuel. He's been playing really well in his last 3. Minutes have been up. He's gotten at least 36 minutes in his last 3 games. So that's definitely a positive sign. So don't mind him on FanDuel for 5K. DraftKings, he's 5.6. Don't mind that if you want to go there, but I'm currently not landing on him.
Okay. Before we load up the next game, see some chat here. Thomas Bay here says Hornets vs Lakers is about to be fun. What do you think of that game, Chris? Are you looking forward to watching it?
Not really. I'm looking forward to watching the Pelicans Blazers game. That game's going to be high scoring. and fun, in my opinion.
Yeah. Charlie Cole says, "Holy boys, you guys have grown since I've been gone." Is that true, Chris? I feel like we've stagnated a bit.
A little bit. Yeah, we got a good amount of people in here right now.
Yeah, it's good to see the growth. Appreciate that. Austin says, "Top Shot delayed till tomorrow at the earliest." Yikes! But hopefully we can do it during the show. I was kind of looking forward to that actually. That'd be fun. So hopefully it's like during the live stream here tomorrow or whenever they do it. Bren says, "Wow, Top Shot to the moon." Why is it to the moon? Is it because it's down? Like, I mean, it's been to the moon before. Did something happen?
That's called sarcasm.
Isn't it? It's to the moon though. What are you talking about?
No, he's saying that because it's down.
I mean, it's down because it's to the moon because there's too much interest. They can't handle it. So I mean, is it sarcasm? T-Base says, "We ballin' today, Chris."
Is it raining?
No, but it's cloudy. But no, it's dry enough to ball.
Yeah, I'm down. The ground isn't wet.
Yeah. Brandon says, "For cash, do you really trust the Knicks' value, Chris?" I feel like we've trusted. We've been put in positions where we have had to trust the Knicks' value before, right? Recently, in the last few weeks.
Yeah, no problems with it. They have no point guards, so the ball's going to be in the hands of guys like Burks, Randall, RG Barrett a ton. So yeah, no problems with that.
Layden says, "Top Shots should be called Top Crooks. CEO Fred Van Thief." Yeah, still no update on that, guys. I am one of many Fred Van Fleet victims. Bought some stuff, bought some merch on his site. I was just looking to support the guy, knowing that he would be cut from the All-Star team, even though I feel like he deserved a spot there. Maybe borderline deserved, but I feel like he could have got in if he was in a more popular, I don't know, team, I guess. But yeah, I bought some stuff. It's been a month. He's been ignoring my emails, no updates on the order. So not sure what's going on. Not sure if I'll get it. Just maybe I'll wait. I'm going to give him until the off season when he's back in Toronto. So I'll give him the off season.
You think he spends the off season in Toronto? No chance.
I mean, he's got a business to run. Is this what happens when you're in the NBA and you have like money, you have like fans, and then like you start like a business, like a small business, for fun, kind of, maybe for money, and then you give the keys to like your old boy, like childhood friend or something, and then he just doesn't give a shit, does a poor job running the business. Is that what happens?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. But yeah, Fred Van Thief is definitely accurate right now. Lynn says weather is nice in Toronto in the off season. Don't hate Chris.
Yeah, I know it's nice in the off season. It gets hot there, but I'm just saying that. I mean, he probably goes home to Rockford, Illinois. That's what I would think. I don't think he would stay in Toronto unless his family is there.
Yeah. But yeah, next up, question from FC says Canner or Montrezl Harrell, Chris.
Give me Canner.
Yeah, Trigger says that's exactly what happens. I think talking about Fred VanVleet. Man, just give me my stuff. Give me a refund. It's not a good look. Like, definitely not a good look. But yeah. So yeah, we have OKC Thunder here, Atlanta Hawks. Thunder side, first, Al Horford is probable. Josh Hall out. Darius Baisley out. George Hill out. Luguentz Dort questionable. Theo Maledon also questionable. Projected starters, SGA, Theo Maledon, Luguentz Dort, Pokuševski, and Al Horford. Who do you like here, Chris, on the Thunder against the Hawks here?
Not really anyone here. Maybe we could play Moses Brown again on DK 4.3K. But like Horford's back, so I mean I don't know. Like he'll probably get like 20 minutes here. Moses Brown, maybe like 24 in a backup role, but I don't know. I can't do it here. I don't love that play. So not really anyone here for me.
Okay. Atlanta, we have Chris Dunn out, DeAndre Hunter out, Onika Kongwu questionable tag, and Clint Capella as well. Projected starters: Trey Young, Kevin Herter, Tony Snell, John Collins, and Clint Capella. Collins fresh off of that, I think, 50 burger there the other night with Capella being ruled out. So I think, what do we have? We have Clint Capella questionable again, Chris. Jeez. Do you think Capella's playing today? Is there any chance that we might get another John Collins night here if Capella is ruled out? So what are your thoughts there on that situation?
Yeah, so I mean, I have no idea if Capella's going to play. It's something that we'll have to keep an eye out for. It's the second game that locks, so it's 30 minutes after the slate locks. So yeah, we'll have to keep an eye out for that. John Collins is priced up now, so on FanDuel he's 7.5K. If Capella is out, I don't know if we need that. Like, I mean, he crushed last game, but we have Zion, we have Randall there, who are underpriced. So I mean, we'll have to wait and see. Uh, but definitely not as good of a price tag as it was last time for John Collins. DK a little better, 7.2K. So I mean, maybe, but we'll just have to wait and see. The main guy I'm interested in here is going to be Trey Young on FanDuel, 8.8K. DraftKings, 9.9K. I think that's too expensive at this point, just with the other value we have, especially at guard. We have the Knicks guys, we have the Jazz guys on DK. So we don't need to pay 9.9 there for him. But I think on FanDuel, 8.8, really good price tag in my opinion. He hasn't played too well recently, but I do think we can buy low here. I think it's a good spot for him against Oklahoma. Obviously, he's from there, so maybe a little bit extra motivation for him. But I do like that play a lot.
Yeah, Trey Young, just keep buying low until he goes off. Definitely a low price tag. I remember like a few weeks ago, you always kept saying like he doesn't get the respect. Superstar in the league, always goes a little under owned, and that was like when he was like a 9K price tag. So we have him at 8.8 here today. Has been trending down a bit, but I feel like at some point that's got to turn around. So I guess in tournaments it could be an interesting buy low until he does well. But yeah, should be not too hard of a matchup for him here as well. But yeah, let's see what we got in the chat. Trigger says Pokashevsky triumph emoji. Lynn says can't trust Polkaroo / Pocahontas after that last performance.
Yeah, we don't need to today. Like, I'm basically still out, but Horford's back in. Dort is questionable. I'm going to assume that he's going to play here. So, yeah, like, I don't know. I don't think we need it here as much as we needed it last time.
Yes, Trigger says You Live and Die by Pokashevsky. Next game, we have Orlando Magic against the New York Knicks. Orlando side first, we got Cole Anthony out for them. Michael Carter-Williams out. James Ennis out. Then we have Aaron Gordon questionable. Ev Fournier and Terrence Ross also questionable tags. Projected starters, we have, Chason Randall, Evan Fournier, Dwayne Bacon, Aaron Gordon, and Nikola Vucevic for the Magic. Anybody that you're interested there, Chris, with some of their guys being out here? A few questionable tags. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, so this is the lowest over-under on the slate by 20 points, which is pretty crazy. So two slow-paced teams. So I don't love it here. I think Chason Randall will be a decent play if guys like Fournier, Ross, and Gordon are out. They're all questionable right now, I think. So I think without Michael Carter-Williams, you can play Chason Randall even if those guys are in. I think he's decent value. He's 3.6 on FanDuel, 3.4 on DK. So, I mean, if you're landing there, if you need a last piece in that price range, don't mind that. But at the same time, I don't love it. Like, I'll like it more if I'll like it more if Ross and Fournier are out. We'll have to wait for that news. This game also locks 30 minutes after the slate locks. So we'll just have to wait and see. Guys like Vucevic, I don't want to play him for 10K on FanDuel. DK, he's 10-1. Don't want to play that either. So mostly a stay away spot for me on this side of the game.
Okay. Knicks side, lots of guys out. So we have Austin Rivers out, Emmanuel Quickly out, Alfred Payton out, Mitchell Robinson out, and Derrick Rose out. So lots of guys out for the Knicks. Projected starters: Frank Ntilikina, R.J. Barrett, Reggie Bullock, Julius Randle, and Nerlens Noel. So we already had some talks here. If we trust the Knicks' value, we've been at this point a few times already. What are your thoughts here on the Knicks, Chris, with all these guys being out here?
Yeah, so we haven't really been here before. This is like the best we've ever had the situation. No Quickly today. He's been playing. Obviously, Rose and Peyton are still out, so those guys have been out. But no Emmanuel Quickly is the big thing. He was shooting a bunch of shots per game, had high usage. So there's like 30 minutes to go around, 15 to 20 shots to go around. So I definitely have interest here in these next guys on both sites. Really, I think they all pop. So I'll start with Alec Burks. Actually, I'll start up top with Julius Randle. 9.2K on FanDuel. I think 10K on DraftKings. He's going to be a lock for me on both sites. I have him on the cover. Just love this situation here. Not a great matchup against Orlando, but I mean, I can overlook that. They're down so many guys, down so many ball handlers. Julius Randle is going to have the ball in his hands a ton. So he's my favorite spend up on this entire slate. 9.2 on FanDuel, like I said, and 10K on DK. Next up, I'll go with RJ Barrett. He's 6'4 on DK, 5'9 on FanDuel. He's been playing really well also alongside with Julius Randle. And then no Emmanuel Quickly today just means that the ball is going to be in RJ's hands even more. So I like him a lot on both sites, both formats. I think he's a really good play. Next up, let's go with Alec Burks, 4'9 on DK, 4'5 on FanDuel. This is one of my favorite value plays on the entire slate here. Just think his role is just going to be huge. We've seen him have high usage in the past on Golden State, on Philly, when he had similar situations where the ball was in his hands a lot. So I really like it here. Really like the price tag. Think he's going to be super chalky. So love Alec Burks, both sides, both formats. And then next up, we can talk about someone like Frank Ntilikina real quick. I think he's a decent play on DraftKings, minimum price. Like I said, all their other point guards are out, so we should see probably 28 minutes at least here from Frank. I'm hoping for more, but I think even if we see 28 minutes, he can definitely pay off this price tag of 3K on DraftKings. He's also the minimum on FanDuel, 3.5K, but I mean, I don't know if we need that today. Point guard is pretty loaded as well, so I don't know if we need to spend down there on FanDuel, but I think on DK he's a really good play. And then last guy I'll mention here, Reggie Bullock, 4.2K on DK, 3.8 on FanDuel. FanDuel, he's a shooting guard, so it's really hard to play him when we have Clarkson and Burks there. But I do think he's a decent pivot in tournaments if you want to do that. And then on DK, he's 4.2. Obviously, you have more flexibility with the roster construction there on DK. He's guard and forward eligible, so you can play him. No problems with that. But yeah, if you play any of these guys, I have no problems with any of them. They're just in such a good spot.
Okay. Let's see some chat here. Trigger says Pokuševski gonna get his vengeance on Chris.
Yeah, Pokuševski.
Yeah. He's good. Pokuševski, I like him. How old is he? Like 20?
Probably 18.
18, yeah. Do you think he'll be pretty good?
He's 19. Yeah, I think he's a decent player. He's very long, very raw. Yeah, I think he'll be decent.
He's like a skilled, what is he, like 7-footer?
I don't know what he is. He's a stick.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, he's one of those interesting, like, super slim stick 7-footer skilled players. Not like a big, but definitely an interesting player.
Yeah, we call them unicorns.
Yeah, unicorns. Yeah. But what else do we have? We have Wendy says Horford or Noel on FanDuel, Chris.
Horford or Nerlens Noel. I'll say Al Horford.
Okay. Dinda says Knicks starting 5. You could pay that off with a stimulus check.
Yep.
Not the Top Shot stimulus check, though. If you got today's Top Shot, that's definitely... I would say it's probably going to be better than a stimulus check. Like, what does it cost? It was gonna be like 220 or something, $229.
I think
So
299.
yeah, $300. So you probably would get a decent sized stimulus check from the Top Shot stimulus.
Oh, you're right.
Ro-
It was 229.
yeah. World King says, who do you like for a 3-man challenge entry, Chris?
So I mean, we have that on the site. Like, you could just go to it quickly. We can run the teams
Oh, okay.
if you would like.
We have it 20.
Yep.
Wow, Justin's in here. Always late. What's up, Justin? Actually, he's not always late. He's either really, really early or really, really late. Never in between. And never just right. Yeah. Is this who you like here, Chris?
Yeah. So you got the Knicks. You got Ingles. I think that first team is very obvious.
Yeah. Okay, let's go back to the main slate here. Let's load up the Pelicans here. Lynn says Rubio Revenge. Woohoo. You like that one, Chris?
I'm okay with it. I don't know. His price tag is up a little bit. He's 5'4" on FanDuel, so that's a pretty good price tag. I think that we'll get into that game next, so we'll go into that.
Yeah, we also have Lynn says Rubio and Horford revenge narratives, Chris. We could pull up the narratives after the slate before we do the 3 plays, maybe. I'll ask you. Maybe you can load that up so you have it ready. But let's go into this next game. We have New Orleans Pelicans against the Portland Trailblazers. Pelicans side first. JJ Redick still out for them. I think he might be coming back in the next few days. But projected starters for the Pelicans, we have Lonzo Ball, Eric Bledsoe, Brandon Ingram, Zion Williamson, and Steven Adams. Who do you like here on the Pelicans today, Chris?
Yeah. So this is the same game we had a few days ago uh, against Portland. Really good game environment here. This is the highest over under on the slate. Tightest spread at 1, so should be a close game. Should be competitive until the end. Should be high scoring. So I really like the slot. I mean, the spot here for all these guys. But on the Pelicans, as always, in particular, it's going to be Ingram and Zion. I like those two guys a lot here today. They both crushed it last game against the same Blazers team. Well, I don't know if they crushed it. They both got like 40. I think Zion got 50. So decent games there. But I like them both a lot. I think on FanDuel, Zion is a lock for me, 8.4K. DraftKings, not as much. He's 8.9. So it's kind of hard to fit him in my opinion, on DK. But I think on FanDuel at power forward, he's a lock there for me. And then Ingram, a little bit sort of opposite. I like him a little more on DK. He's 8.1K on DraftKings, 7.8 on FanDuel. So if you're landing there, I'm fine with it. I don't know. Like, he's in a really good spot here. I don't know if I would want to play both Zion and Ingram together. Currently, I don't have Ingram in either of my lineups, but I do think he's in a good spot. So it's just those two guys, in my opinion. If you want to play Lonzo in tournaments, I'm fine with that as well. We saw him go for 17 assists last game against the Blazers. Obviously, that's not very sustainable, but it is a good matchup here. He's 6'7" on FanDuel, 6'9" on DK, so he could easily pay off this price tag if his shot is falling, just because he does a little bit of everything. So don't mind Lonzo in tournaments, but in cash games, it's going to be Zion and it's going to be Ingram.
Okay. Portland side, Harry Giles marked as in. Projected starters, Dame Lillard, CJ McCollum, Derek Jones Jr., Robert Covington, and Ennis Cantor. Lillard went for a crazy, I guess that's like a ceiling game last time out. And that was with CJ McCollum back in there for the first time since his injury. I think CJ, we had some talk about him. Weren't comfortable playing him. Wanted to wait a bit for him to get back in his groove. That was a good call there because he only got 16 fantasy points. So yeah, what are your thoughts here, Chris, on this team with CJ back here and I guess against the Pelicans, Lillard today, all that sort of stuff? Get into it.
Yeah, so it's a really good matchup here. Obviously, they're implied to score 121 points. Like I said earlier, best game environment in my opinion. Tight spread. Um, so I like this spot a lot for them. Just currently not landing on Dame. He got priced up a little. He's 10-4 on FanDuel, 11K on DK. So it's very hard to pay for him in cash games. I think in tournaments you can go there if you would like to chase that upside. But I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. Like I don't love these back-to-back slot spots, like these mini series. I think the teams will kind of adjust. So I don't expect Dame to have a huge game here today. So I don't know. I think he's a better fade than a play today. So that's what I'm going to do. The one guy I do have interest in here is going to be Cantor on FanDuel. So he's 6K on FD, 7K on DK. So the price tag on FanDuel is much better. Um, like I said, really good matchup here. Cantor, I don't think he closed the game last time out, so that was a little concerning, but he still got 27 minutes. I think in 27 minutes he could easily pay off the 6K price tag in this matchup. So he's currently on my FanDuel team, and that's the only Blazer I really have interest in for cash games today.
Got it. Wendy's asking Schroeder or Rubio on FanDuel.
I'll say Schroeder.
Okay, and then FC's asking Westy or Dame Dollar.
I'll say that's probably tournaments. I'll say Dame.
Dame. Okay. Which one do you think's lower owned? Probably Dame as well, right? With the price increase.
No, it's gonna be Westbrook.
Lower owned. Okay.
Yeah.
So next game we have the Minnesota Timberwolves against the Phoenix Suns. So Minnesota side we have Malik Beasley out with the suspension still. D'Angelo Russell out with his knee surgery. I think he's coming back later this month, maybe not. Jordan McLaughlin. I don't know how to say his name. I hate his name. He's out. Jarrett Culliver doubtful, and then projected starters we got Ricky Rubio, Ant-Man, Layman, Catman, and Jarrett Vanderbilt. What are your thoughts here on the T-Wolves today, Chris? Any interest there?
No, not really. Like I feel like I always say this. For teams playing against the Suns, it's a pace down spot. They play very well defensively, so I'm not too high on any of these Timberwolves. Currently, don't have interest in any of them. Maybe in tournaments, if you want to play Cat, if you want to play Anthony Edwards, try to chase a ceiling game. I'm okay with that, I guess. But personally, I'm not on these Timberwolves tonight.
Okay. Phoenix side, we have Cam Johnson out for them. Torrey Craig traded to Phoenix. I think still not going to be available though. And then we have Abdel Nader, questionable tag for him. Projected starters: Chris Paul, Devin Booker, Bridges, Mike. How do you say his name? Michael. How do you say it? Mikhail Bridges, Frank Kaminsky, and DeAndre Ayton starting for them. Projected to start. Any interest there, Chris, for the Suns? I think you did mention Chris Paul today at 6.9 price tag on FanDuel.
Yeah, so I have interest here. Like it's a good matchup against the Timberwolves. Only concern is going to be a blowout. The spread is 10.5 right now. So I mean, if the game stays close, I think a ton of these guys can get there for their price tags. Chris Paul 6.9 on FanDuel. I think that's probably a lock for me at this point. He's way too cheap for what he does. So I love Chris Paul here. I have no idea why he's 6.9K. He's one of my favorite point guard plays today on FanDuel. In cash games and tournaments, I like it a lot. And then DeAndre Ayton is 6.9 on FanDuel. On DK, he's 6.2K, so a lot cheaper there on DK. Love the price tag there on DraftKings. Currently have him in my lineup on DK.
He's
FanDuel
6'8" on FanDuel. You said 6'9".
Oh, is he 6'8"?
We have him 6'8", unless it's wrong.
Yeah, he's 6'8" on FanDuel. But I mean, yeah, same sort of thing. My interest comes on DraftKings anyways for 6.2K. I think that price tag is super good. Love targeting Cat with bigs. I don't think he's too good defensively, so I like Ayton here. And then I think Bridges is kind of interesting on FanDuel for 5K, 4.9K. I played him for 5K last time out against the Memphis Grizzlies. only got 26 minutes, but I think that game kind of blew out. He was in foul trouble in the first half, so that's why you only got 26 minutes. I think in a closer game here, well, assuming it stays close, I think Bridges could get closer to 25, 30 fantasy points here. So I think he's a decent, pretty safe option there at FanDuel, small forward, kind of a value guy that opens up other plays. And then Booker, not really on Booker. He's the priciest one out of all of them. 7.9 on DraftKings, 7.5 on FanDuel. Just don't think we need that play today. I mean, if you want to play the narrative of Booker and Cat together, you can do that just because they're best friends over there. But I mean, I don't know. Other than that, can't play Booker.
Okay. Last game here. This is the one T-Bay is most excited about. Charlotte Hornets against the LA Lakers. Charlotte side first. Nothing that I see noted for them. Just their projected starters of LaMelo Ball, Terry Rozier, Gordon Hayward, PJ Washington, and Cody Zeller. Any interest here, Chris, with the Hornets facing the Lakers?
No, I have no interest here in this entire game really. So nothing on Charlotte that stands out to me. They're healthy, low implied team total at 109. Lakers are good defensively, so nothing here for me.
Yeah. LA side got a bit of news there. So we have Marc Gasol out, Kostas out, LeBron probable, always some sort of tag with him. Markieff Morris also probable, and then Caruso is back in. Projected starters: Dennis Schroeder, Caldwell Pope, LeBron James, Markieff Morris, and Damian Jones for the Lakers. You already said it, not much interest here, but maybe a LeBron for tournaments.
Yeah, I'm not too high on LeBron here. His price tag is up. If I'm playing some of the Lakers, it's going to be Schroeder or Harrell. I think they're both decent options. Harrell is 6.7 on FanDuel, 6.4 on DK. So a pretty good price tag on him. He's been playing minutes around 30 the last 4 games, and his production has been really good. So I don't mind playing him on either site. I think he's a pretty safe cash game play. I like him in tournaments as well. We've seen the upside with him recently. And then Schroeder as well, 6.2 on DK, 5.9 on FanDuel. Don't mind that price tag either. I think he's probably a better FanDuel play if you're playing two sort of mid-range guys at point guard, Chris Paul and Schroeder. Don't mind that build. But yeah, for the most part, it's going to be Harrell here if I am playing Laker. I'm currently not, but I don't think Harrell's a bad play at all.
Yeah. Turner says, I can never say that name. Jordan M on the T-Wolves. I'm not going to say it. I think we answered this one already from Wendy. Horford or Cantor FanDuel. Did we touch on that one?
No, I don't think we did. I'll say Cantor.
Cantor, okay. Dennis says, Beasley praying for a Raptors game so he can escape to Canada before having to enter the big house. The suspense. What did he do, Beasley? Can we talk about that here, Chris? Or is this one of those things where you're going to be like, we shouldn't get into it?
I don't know exactly what he did. That's why we shouldn't get into it. I think he's done a few different things.
Yeah. Well, also, yeah, unfortunately, Raptors aren't playing in Canada for him, for Beasley. But yeah, let's get into the narratives, Chris. Did you load them up? What narratives do you have today for us?
Yeah, we can get into narrative street here. So we have Neto against Utah. He played 200 games for the Jazz, so that's a pretty big one. Solomon Hill, it's his birthday. That one doesn't matter. Gallo playing OKC, played 60 games for the Thunder. That's a decent one. Al Horford here is the big one. 600 games for the Hawks. Obviously, that was a long time ago. He's played in Boston and Philly since then, but I mean, we have that one. I like that one a bit.
That one's ancient.
Yeah, that one's ancient, but he played a lot of games there. And then we have Ricky Rubio against the Suns, which is pretty new. Sarge against the Timberwolves, Chase on Randall against the Knicks. So we got a few. Nothing that really stands out though.
I didn't even know Chase on Randall was on the Knicks.
Yeah, he played 18 games for them.
Got it. Okay, let's do your 3 favorite plays here. So overall play of the day, safest one for the day, value play, and then tournament play. Both sites. Start off with FanDuel as we always do. Who's your overall play of the day here on FanDuel? Safest guy here. It's not the chalkiest guy, is it? It's a little different than chalkiest guy.
I don't know, not necessarily, but it usually is. So I'll go with the cover boy on both sides. I'll say Julius Randle here.
Okay, I gotta put Julius because there's Chase on here. Okay, and then value play of the day over on FanDuel. Who do you have here so we can spend up our money, get the big dogs? Who do you have?
Yeah, I'll say Alec Burks here for 4.5K.
Okay, and then tournament play of the day. Who do we have? We had some talk here about someone trending down. Who's trending down, Chris? Who do we have? Oh yeah, Trae Young. Is it Trae Young? Do you have someone else?
No, not Trae Young. He's going to be pretty popular today. Yesterday I had Sabonis. He was actually in the winning lineup on both sides, so that was good to see. But today I'll go with someone in the late night hammer. Give me Montrezl Harrell.
Yeah, good to see, but not surprising to see your tournament play of the day being in the winning lineup. That's why we give them out, because you are 100% accurate. You have that crystal ball in your room, behind the scenes, not in frame of the camera, but it's right in front of you. Let's do DK now, Chris. Overall play here, favorite one. Who do you have? Oh, actually, I already
Same
know.
thing. Cover boy, Julius Randle.
Yeah, I forgot to put Julius again. And then value play on DK. Who's your guy there?
Value play, same thing. Alec Burks here. He's 4.9K. So it's a little more expensive, but I think he's still really good value here.
Okay, and then is it Trez again, or do we have someone else on DK? Yeah, it's Trez for the tournament play of the day. So there we go. Trez. Okay, what else do we have to do now? We've got to do core plays. Let's load them up. Give me a second. That's a nice feature. I like how it sends it all as well. Lock in. Okay.
Yeah, so let's see here. Who do we have? So we have Chris Paul, Alec Burks, Julius Randle, Zion, and RJ. Those are my 5 core plays on FanDuel right now. We could look at these lineups once we lock those in. So we have these top 2 that I think are interesting. I think we have a 3v3 between the 2. So yeah, we have Chris Paul at point guard, who's the same. Locked him in his core. We have Jordan Clarkson here. Really good play, 5'2". Burks, favorite value play, 4.5K. RJ Barrett, 5'9". Really good play there. Randall, 9'2". Love that play. Love that spend up. Zion, 8'4". Love the matchup against the Blazers. Cantor, 6K. Don't love this play, but I think he's a decent guy as a last piece sort of thing. He's a little underpriced in my opinion. The minutes aren't like the safest thing with him, but I think he can still get there for us. He's a really good point per minute guy, so I don't mind playing him at center there. Then we have this 2v2, Trae Young, Bridges versus Schroeder and Ingram. I like the first side a lot more. I just feel much better with Trae Young as a spend up opposed to Ingram. And then for value, I kind of like Bridges more than Schroeder. Just feel like Bridges plays the entire game most games. No Cam Johnson, so that helps him a little bit. I like the matchup against the Timberwolves as well. So yeah, I like the first side here for sure.
Okay. Roy King says, got a reminder, hit that like button, y'all. So we'll do a giveaway again. If we get to 30 likes, weekly pass giveaway to our optimizer at dfscrunch.com. Usually that is $25 a week, $75 a month. So if we hit 30 likes, we'll do a giveaway for that. Anyone here in the YouTube. And then every 5 additional likes past 30 is 1 additional giveaway. And then one other thing, if you just want to try it out without waiting for the giveaway, there is a free trial for all new members. So go to dfscrunch.com, create your account, no coupon code required or anything. You're not going to be charged until after 3 days after you create your account, so 72 hours from when you subscribe. More than welcome to cancel it before then, and you won't be charged at all, so it's absolutely free. So even if you have no intent on staying, paying, just try it out for 3 days if you're new here. See what it's all about, and I'm pretty confident you'll enjoy it. So just try it out for free with that trial there if you have not already. And then what do we have? Wendy says Pokuševski, Miles Bridges, or Bertans on FanDuel. Chris.
Pokuševski, Miles Bridges, or Bertans. don't love any of those guys, honestly. Let me see if I can find someone else. So let's see, Pokashevsky, Miles Bridges, for 10. So I'm assuming you're in the kind of 4.3K price range at power forward.
Is this FanDuel? Oh,
Um,
FanDuel.
yeah, so I kind of like the Suns guys there more. Like if you go down a little bit to someone like Sarge or Jay Crowder, whoever gets the start, I think it's going to be Jay Crowder. So yeah, I kind of like Jay Crowder there a little more if you want to spend down a little bit. Yeah, give me Jay Crowder. But if you're making me pick between your three, I'll say Pokashevsky, assuming he starts.
Yeah. Uh, and then just a reminder, guys, we did add a filter here for the salary, so you can actually filter down salaries and then see the best plays there. So that's a new thing we added around the All-Star break. So try that out if you haven't. Let's go back here. So yeah, Chris, go over your locks and then just tell me which lineups you want to go over.
Yeah, so we have Clarkson, Barrett, Randall, Aiton, and Burks. So very similar to FanDuel. Then we can look at the first two here. Pretty obvious build here on DK again. I mean, not again, but same as FanDuel in my opinion. So we have Clarkson both locked him in as core. Barrett, same thing. Randall, core as well. Um, Alec Burks, core as well. And then DeAndre Ayton, 6'2", really good play there. Going up against the Timberwolves, I like that price tag a lot. So I think we have a 3v3, Ingles, Gobert, and Frank Ntilikina versus Donovan Mitchell, Chason Randall, and Reggie Bullock. Um, I just like the first side more. Like the second side will probably be better, in my opinion, if we get Terrence Ross and Evan Fournier out. That'll bump up Chason Randall. He'll become the main ball handler there. But I think if Ross and Fournier play, they'll have the ball in their hands for most of the game, initiating the offense. So for now, I like the first side more. I think it's pretty obvious. We get two main guys from the Jazz going up against the Wizards, so I like that a lot. We get Frank Ntilikina, 3K minimum price. They have no point guards, so I like the first side here.
Okay. Royal King says, I like Harrell. He brings that energy. What's the energy he brings, Chris?
He's a dog.
Why did he leave the Clippers then if he's such a dog?
What do you mean? Are the Clippers are they the dog hound?
I don't know. Why did he leave the Clippers? What happened to him actually? Did they just not want him or did he leave for more money?
I have no idea.
I don't know. Oh, he left for the team that won the championship. So I'm just wondering if he's a dog. Why didn't he stay with his team? His team was also supposed to be favored.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Justin says, Gary, again, what's up, Justin? Lynn says, I think Horford scores more than Cantor.
You think Horford scores more than Cantor? Um, yeah, I mean, I'll say Cantor scores more, but it's definitely close.
Yeah. So we used to have Cantor at like 7.76 price tag a while ago. We still don't have any Nurkic. Is he just playing worse or playing less? What happened there? I guess the last few weeks.
Well, he's been playing pretty well. Just his minutes haven't been there as much in the last few games, but I mean, he could still easily get there in 26, 27 minutes. Uh, yeah, just a lot of his points come from offensive rebounds, so the team has to be missing, um, and then he'll get the putbacks. So, but I mean, I still really like him. Always been a good point per minute guy.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else to go over, Chris, today here? Are we done? Is that it? Oh, let's check if we hit the like threshold. Seeing 23, so not quite, not today. I think that's it. Anything you want to say, Chris, before we wrap it up here?
No, I don't know. I think I'm excited for the slate today. I was hoping we could have gotten the Top Shot thing on stream. Hopefully tomorrow if they release it in time. But yeah, hopefully everyone has a good slate. We'll be back tomorrow as always.
Yeah. Yeah, I was actually really looking forward to the Top Shot too. So hopefully when they do decide to do the drop, it's during the live show because that's fun. But if not, I'll save my pack to open during the live show. I think that'd be fun if I do get it. Big if. But the chances are probably higher getting that top shot than getting my Fred VanVleet merch. So there's that as well. But yeah, guys, hopefully, as Chris said, it's a good slate today. Looking like it's going to be one. Just one more reminder, if you want to try our optimizer here that we've been using throughout the show, check out our projections, get in on our Discord community as well. Go to dfscrunch.com, get yourself a free trial. So all new members here get a free trial, 3 days for free. Automatically applied, no code or anything needed. Just create your account, set it up, and then you get 3 days free. 72 hours from when you sign up is when you'll be charged first, so you can cancel before then. No hard feelings. Just try it if you haven't tried it. That's all I'm gonna say. So we do have every single sport here, every main sport on FanDuel and DraftKings. Lots of different slates, as we went over different one already for FanDuel. But yeah, we usually have every single slate on both sites. You can back test. You can go on previous days, test out old settings. There's a lot of settings here that we don't go over during the show because this show is more cash game oriented, so you don't really need all those for cash games. But it's pretty fully fledged optimizer. There's a lot of different ways to do your builds, lots of different ways to see how your builds are turning up. It's just a lot of stuff here overall, so it's a good way to do mass multi-entry, or even just I guess just a quick shortcut for doing cash contests, just because the projections are so sharp. Kind of summarizes all the research you would have to do yourself, and then just gives you a much better, easier starting point than if you were to just go around reading articles or just consuming DFS content all day. So it's definitely a good shortcut for anyone who's busy, wants to get that full-time DFS results here with part-time DFS effort. But yeah, so there's that. I think that's it, guys. If you did enjoy the content here today, be sure to hit the thumbs up. I do appreciate that. I think it helps grow the channel. Not sure yet, but that's what I've heard. So I do appreciate that. And then if you're new here as well, be sure to subscribe. We do the show here, same format as today, every single day, 2.5 hours before main slate. So be sure to subscribe, hit that bell button and all, so you can stay up to date with all of it. I think that's it, guys. We'll be in the Discord updating anything, answering any questions. Core plays now get updated in the tool directly and sent to the Discord automatically by Chris. So there's that. So you get all your updates there. So yeah, good luck today, guys. See you all tomorrow, and thanks for hanging out today.